Gotta stop. Better. Alright, let's see. Should be starting. Oh, that light is a little bright. A little bright. Alright. Still might be too bright. I don't know. We will see. It says I am live, so let's see if anybody comes in here. Yeah, way too bright still. Alright, that should be better. I do not know if anybody will show up because it is 10 o'clock at night and this is very impromptu and I haven't been on YouTube in over a week. So this should be interesting. Alright, well we got Vinny and Greg in the house. So we got two people right now in the house. What up, guys? So I got a whole bunch of crap back here on this table that I wanted to go through. I just wanted to show you guys live, pretty much. So I do these live streams just randomly, and I never plan for them. And I had a piece of hair right there, had to move it. And we also have Ian Goldie in the house, Golden Age Games, and Eric Weiss. All right. It doesn't show me how many people are watching right now for some reason, so I could only see the people in the chat feed. The one and only Jesse, you watched the game? Talking about the Dolphins game? Because yes, I did, and they destroyed the Bills, and that was awesome. If you're talking about basketball, no. Talking about any other game, no. But I did watch the Dolphins game. That was awesome. Very cool. So, speaking of the Dolphins, I put... Oh, 6 watching? Okay, cool. Speaking of the Dolphins, at a Goodwill that I went to today, all the way down in New Haven, a sports store went out of business, and they had all brand new sports clothing and gear and blankets from a sports shop. Now, kind of seems like a jackpot, right? They had brand new with tags New England Patriots, New York Giants, starter jackets, right? This seemed awesome. And the reason why I passed on everything was because they wanted $20 a pop, which I guess doesn't sound like a lot now. I guess these used to sell a lot better back in the day. But they wanted $20 a pop for these jackets, and I looked up the sales history on them, and they just didn't seem to be selling, really. So maybe I screwed up, but that's okay. So let's go through some of this stuff. So I'm going to move this down. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a whole bunch of books back here. We're talking, I think this is around 50 books. Let's see if... Yeah, you could definitely tell. So, have about 50 books back here. They're all brand new. Now, they're not sealed because a lot of books aren't sealed when they're brand new. But a bookstore, I guess, or a sci-fi shop type thing, a game store, went out of business. Yeah, this is from a different Goodwill today, Vinny. And a sci-fi game bookstore went out of business. And I got all of these brand new. So we have, Warhammer, which is a kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons style type thing. And that's what all of these are. These are all different Warhammer books. And they're all brand new. They're all really nice, right? So I was looking them up, and the thing is, I hear that when you sell books as new, you don't primarily get the buy box, or it doesn't matter. I'm not really sure how that is. Yeah, they were pretty good priced. I mean, these were $2 a piece, and a lot of the smaller ones were $1 a piece. So I grabbed everything, almost everything. I scanned a lot, and yeah, some I'm going to be putting on eBay because the prices were right, and some I'm putting on Amazon. Kind of interesting there, putting books on eBay, but sometimes the price is just right. So my question to you guys is, these books are all brand new. I can tell they are just by looking at them. When you go to open it up, the spine hasn't even been cracked, right? Do I list these as brand new on Amazon even though they're not sealed or anything like that? It's very possible that somebody could get pissed at you, and I don't know, just to make the extra, I don't know, $3 to $5 selling it new, is it worth it? Now, they are brand new. So I'm very curious what you guys have. Price doesn't mean buy box. That's true, Sharking Mom deals. Now, I'm not talking about having the lowest price. I actually want to list it as new so I can have the highest price. So I've never bought a sealed book, Ian says. I've actually bought sealed books before. And, yeah. Eric White says, yes, they are new. This is true, they are new. Books don't come sealed. True, most don't. Who else do we have in here? We have Jessica GV, says, hi all. And let's see. Vintage Vinny asks if this is all from Goodwill today. 90% of everything here is from Goodwill. I will show you a few more things. I can't show you everything because I did some retail arbitrage today, and I've been doing retail arbitrage over the past little while. So, yeah. Check with Keepa and Camel, history of sales and ratings. Now, I don't have to do that because almost all, I'd say a good 75% of these books are ranked 200,000 and less. There are a few in here that I went up into the millions for. Not into the millions, but into 1 million. That was my cutoff. Now, the only reason why I grabbed some of those ones were to complete sets in case I decided to go the eBay route. So, let's say there's a set of 5, because these all come in different sets. That's why they were all set up slightly differently. So, let's say there's a set of 5. 4 of them are ranked 250,000 each. And then 1 is ranked 1 million. I picked up the 1 million just in case I decided to go with a full set on eBay, to work with pricing layer. Don't give us your bolos because they may end up being no-mos. I like that, Vinny. Yeah, I'm definitely going to not be giving out my retail arbitrage bolos. Of course, that's not very smart. I wouldn't recommend anybody out there doing that, honestly, either. We have Sharking Mom Deals asks or says, the rating don't mean they will sell. If it's ranked 200,000 in books, it will sell. There's nothing that can really happen unless you price it way high, of course. Now, once you hit 1 million, yeah, you got to be a little more cautious with your pricing. But I mean, I have some books in here that are 50,000. 20,000 even, I think, was one of the lowest. So that will sell almost instantly when I send it in, which is pretty cool. I've sold sets like these on eBay before. They do sell. It takes time, but they do. That's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know if I want to sit on them. So basically, I have already listed 2 on eBay. That's these 2. I listed them for $16.49 each because the lowest guy was at $17.50. So I just wanted to price a little more than $1 below just to see if they actually sell within a week. If they do not sell within a week, these are going to be going on Amazon. Now, the reason why I decided to test on eBay is because I paid $2 a pop for these. If they sell for $16.49, I'm gonna have to pay about $2.50 in shipping. Maybe right under 3 because they're going medium mail and they're about under a pound. So they're gonna be all in all $5 is pretty much what I have into them. So if I sell them for 16 something, that's $11 and then fees, right? On Amazon, after all is said and done, I'm only going to be making about $3.75 to $4.25 each on these. So on eBay, I'll be getting about double and up. Instead of getting that $3.75, I'll be making more like $7 to $8 to $9 on these. So instead of getting $8, they'll be $18. Big difference, right? And now this is only 2. I do have more from that same set. So people say, oh, what's the point? You have to ship it, you have to store it. You're only going to be getting an extra $5-6. Well, when you add it up, that $18 now turns into, let's round up to 40. So that $40 now goes, $20 now goes up to $40. That's what I'm trying to say. It keeps going up. So that's something interesting that I recommend trying sometimes. A lot of times I end up getting tired of waiting on it on eBay, so I do just send it into Amazon. And sometimes the quick flip's a lot easier. It's out of sight, out of mind. I do like that. Let's see what some people are saying. We got Vinny I say eBay them. The fees don't seem so hefty. No, the fees are definitely way less on eBay, and they're actually going for more on eBay, which is odd. These guys are only going for about $11.50 new on Amazon. They're going for about $17.50 new on eBay. So very interesting, and I did check the sales history on eBay, and they are selling. Shark Mom's Deal says they look good ones, but maybe if you sell holiday sets for followers of the genre. That's true. Yeah, especially with Christmas coming up. Now, I know a lot of these I will be doing Amazon because I got to get rid of them. That's my thing. So let's go through some of my pickups for the day. I would like to show you some very cool pickups. So those have to go over there. But let's see. We got a Survivor board game. Brand new sealed. I love sealed board games. $4. Not going to make a lot on it, but $4. You can't go wrong. We got We Fit Plus. And the cool thing about this is I have sold this before because this is brand new sealed. And for some reason, I seem to find sealed We Fit Pluses all the time. They were going for about $45. They are now down to $37. I believe that price will go up around Christmas, but I should be getting $37 for this pretty fast. It's ranked around 1,000. Should sell super, super, super fast. Surprisingly, when these are used, only selling for $4, people are still buying them new at almost $40 all the time. It happens. That buy box does a lot. So this is really interesting. This is a little dog remote trainer, and here is my dilemma with this. There's a lot of box damage right here, and I was not able to avoid that box damage. You know why? Because there was a sticker right over it. The price tag was right over that. So once I pulled off the price tag, I noticed all of that damage up there. Now, I want to sell it as new because it is brand new. New, this guy's going for $145. I only paid $10. I want to sell it as new. So what I was thinking, which I don't recommend doing, and I'm not going to do this, but I would like to just take my price or my SKU label that you stick over the barcode. I would like to take that and just stick it right on the front right there, right over the damage, so I could just send it in as new. Wouldn't that be the best? I mean, I probably could do that and get away with it, but I'm going to list it as like new. I may include a picture, I'm not sure, and just say there is small damage on the front of the box. Everything's sealed up. It is brand new, and I gotta price it as used. So I'll lose a little bit of money on it, but not a lot. I only pay $10. I'm not gonna go through everything I got down in this box, but I do want to show off two more things. This is super cool. This is the Piano Apprentice by Ion. And this thing is awesome. It plugs in via little iPhone, iPad jack right here. And it goes into an iPad or an iPod, whatever you want to put it into. And the keys light up, and you actually learn how to play piano on your screen up here. Really interesting thing. I paid $5 for it, I believe, at a Savers. $4. I paid $4 at Savers. It's going for $35. Not too bad. The only thing I hate about things like this, and I try never to pick things up like this, but it was a really, really good rank. That's why I picked it up. You got to use a lot of bubble wrap on these guys. Unless you have a perfectly sized box to where you could just have this sitting in a box beautifully with maybe 1 or 2 light rolls of bubble wrap on it. And then you could stick the Amazon sticker right on the little box. Otherwise, you're going to be using a lot of bubble wrap. Let's see. Here's something cool. Something very cool that I can touch on. This is a Logitech item. Brand new sealed. These Logitech items do really well, but of course they're all restricted news, so you gotta list them used. And now I list this as used like new, and I used to always say brand new sealed. Ships from whatever, you know what I mean? I always just used to say brand new sealed. Something I've been switching up because Logitech might get pissed at you because you're trying to game the system. I don't know. So I always say item is sealed, packaging has damage. That's what Amazon does when they list things as like new. They usually say packaging has damage, less than 1/4 of an inch or whatever they say. So that is how I'm going to start doing it. Even though there's no damage to this package, there's a little bit of corner wear, but that is what I'm going to say. So let's read some of these comments. Vintage Vinny says, and with CN Save says that it is weird, but sometimes it's meant to be that way. I don't know what you were talking about there. Vintage Vinny says, I forgot to show the brand new Wii Fit board on Scope today. I bought for $9. Brand new Wii Fit board. That's awesome. That's a good find for $9. Those go for a lot of money when they're brand new. Sharking Mom deals again says, cool, it should go up after Thanksgiving pounds. Very true. Ian Goldie says, make them feel like they did it. Huh. Obviously, people are talking about things that I don't recall. We do have a dog hopping up over here on the couch. I'm sure you see her. Little sofa troph. She's hanging out with us on this live stream right now. So this is where I'd like to open it up for any actual questions that you may have regarding anything on Amazon, anything on eBay, just any questions, anything you want to talk about that you'd like me to highlight on, maybe something you found really interesting, and post it down in the comments or in the chat feed, and I'll get to it and I'll highlight it, I'll shout you out, we'll talk about it, and we'll get a nice dialogue going for the next 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, and then I'll be logging off and getting this stuff listed because it is after 10 o'clock here. Like I said, I started the scope pretty darn late. I called it a scope. I'm not used to doing live streams on YouTube. I do a lot of live streams on Periscope though, but it's late over here, so you can tell I'm tired. Let's see. Vintage Vanny says, what do you do when an Amazon customer leaves you negative feedback? Well, I actually just had that happen, and I responded to them. So basically, it was a micro cassette recorder, voice recorder. Somebody bought it, left me negative feedback saying it just winds the tape and doesn't work. Well, I tested this exact unit out, and it did work. Now, the thing is, it's very possible that his tape is faulty and not the device. So I did comment and say, hey, can you please try another tape? Maybe your tape is bad. And I never got a message back. So this is where you've already shown that you've talked to the buyer, you've tried to come up with a solution, and when they don't respond to you, this is when you can call Amazon and say, hey, I've tested this item. I believe they're using faulty tape to use this. They never got back to me. I know I tested it and it works. Can you please get rid of this negative feedback on the account of they're not responding to me and I cannot help them figure out what's wrong with their item. So that's what I would do with Amazon. With eBay, a little bit different, but let's see. True Web Deal says, I think most buyers on Amazon wouldn't care if there's a barcode label over light cosmetic damage to the package. Just a thought. Steven. So your name is Steven, True Web Deals. Very true. I mean, if I got, where did I put it? If I got it brand new, right? If I ordered this item brand new and the Amazon sticker was right there, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, Amazon, it came from Amazon. There's an Amazon sticker on here. But the only reason why that might not be good is if somebody's buying this to resell in a shop, which I doubt anybody would be doing at the price that it's going for at retail. But if somebody's buying it like that, they want to peel off that Amazon sticker and they're going to reveal the damage, and then you could get dinged and in trouble. So that's not anything you really want to mess with. I just recommend not doing it, mainly because I probably shouldn't recommend for you to do anything like that. Let's see. Ian Goldie asks, what do you think about the price of games dropping because of new storage fees on Amazon? I think that's awesome, but it sucks at the same time. So let's actually talk about that. It's awesome as a buyer. It sucks as a seller. So I've noticed a lot of prices on items going so low because people are freaking out about these fees. And also you have a lot of new FBA sellers that are coming in pricing below the merchants. So people are selling games. When you can sell a game that is complete in box, so let's say you have this game right here. It's Mickey Mouse. You open it up. It has the manual and everything. Complete. This game goes for, let's say, $25. I don't know if it does, but $25. That's what everybody complete is listing it at. And then you have the merchants that come in at about $20. And then you have the disc onlys coming in at $15, right? So that's how it works. So let's say the disc onlys are at $15. Now you have a lot of FBA sellers that are freaking out pricing their complete mint conditions at $14.99 to undercut everybody to get to sell faster. So that's good for somebody that wants to buy to collect and to play, but it's horrible for us sellers because now this game that was previously $25 is $10 less. And that is happening with a lot of items, not just video games, with a lot of things. And I feel like this is only going to really go on for another 6+ months or so, which is a long time, but should only go on for about that long until people realize, okay, these long-term storage fees are a thing, and then they take account for it. Right now, people are trying to offload their inventories as well as I am. But I am also still being smart and not trying to lose any money on a bunch of my things. So we have the eBay 910 saying, If you haven't made 200 transactions or 20,000 on eBay, can you still get something back on taxes, or is that a must? Now, I don't know much about taxes, to be honest. I recommend doing your taxes. That's about all I know. Even if you haven't made 200 transactions, I still recommend selling or doing your taxes on it. I know you're legally supposed to. I know, obviously, there's probably people that don't. I don't know if you can get dinged, so I can't really talk about taxes too much. I don't know that much about taxes. I only did them for myself for the first time this year, so I need to get more acquainted with it and really wait about 5 years before I know the whole process. The price of Mario Kart 64 has dropped. Used to be $50, now it's like $37 to $25. Really? I did not know that. So an interesting thing is, now could be the time to start buying these games at $25. And if they go below 25, start buying up these Mario Karts. Start buying up these Smash Bros. If they're getting real low, you know the price is going up at Christmas. The price always does. So now could be the time if you really want to mess with it. Up to you. Sharking Mom Deal says, eBay shipping. If you post an item to go, let's say FedEx Smart Post. Once you go to ship it, you find it's cheaper to send USPS flat rate. Is it inappropriate to go with a different one than purchased? Do you refund money? Do you contact them? I do not. So what I do when I'm listing something on eBay to sell, I always choose the longest shipping method. So that usually is parcel select for just a big item, right? So I always say it's going to be ship parcel select. Now, if I find out it's cheaper to ship FedEx Smart Post, then I'll ship that way. FedEx Smart Post has an estimated time that's shorter than parcel select, as well as priority mail. So if it's cheaper to ship priority mail than parcel select, I'll do that, and they'll even be more happy. So let's say they paid for that parcel select, but it got shipped priority mail. Now, technically, you're saving $1 or $2, which isn't a lot. So they paid a little bit more on shipping, but it doesn't seem like they paid more on shipping, because when they expected to get something in 2 to 8 days, they got it in 2 to 3. So that's kind of how I look at it. It's up to you to make that call, but I always go with the cheapest method, always. And I do want to touch on something right now. I know a lot of people have not seen this yet. I actually saw it for the first time today. I will be making a whole YouTube video on this, hopefully tomorrow, so I can get a legitimate edited YouTube video up on my channel, which I haven't in a while, because I've been so busy thrifting, trying to get a lot of stuff into the warehouses. Amazon has brought something back that they used to have in the original days of Amazon that eBay has in place right now. So eBay took a page out of Amazon's book. Amazon got rid of it, and now Amazon is taking a page out of eBay's book. And I think this is stupid, honestly. It looks weird to have on Amazon, because Amazon doesn't really run like this. But I'd like to see if anybody knows what this is. So write down in the chat if you think you know what this is that Amazon brought back. And we'll see who figures it out first. But basically, Amazon is trying new things, which could be good, could be bad. It's definitely interesting. I want to see how certain buyers handle it, and how this can affect prices, how this can affect sales rank. I definitely think it can affect sales rank. Let's see. Tom B says, how many items you have in the FBA warehouse? Nope, that is not the case. Ian Goldie says, the sourcing guide. No, that is not the case. So really nobody knows about this, and this is why I want to create a whole video showcasing it tomorrow, because I want to be something better on there. Top rated seller. No, and I don't know if that would matter on Amazon, to be honest, but no, that's not right, Mr. Cheese Fart. I like that name. I got an itch up here. Sorry guys, I keep scratching my head. It's itchy. So let me just come right out and say it. Amazon implemented, you ready? The best offer feature. So when you're selling something on Amazon, you can now have a little tab that says make an offer. And the buyer can make an offer on your item on Amazon, and you can choose to accept a lower price. Kind of interesting. Don't know if I like that or not. Because of how many people sell on Amazon, this can affect so many things. This adds a whole new thing to be careful of. Because if you undercut somebody by a penny, it doesn't really matter. Because if that person above you has best offer, somebody can just offer him $5 less. And this can really affect how sales go on Amazon. Very interesting. I really want to mess with it. So I want to... yes, very interesting. FBA. Yeah, I saw it under FBA listings. So I would like to try and find something I actually need for myself and go and see if somebody is selling it with that best offer feature and try and offer, a couple bucks less and see if they take it, see how it works. Do you send out an offer, and if they accept it, your payment instantly goes through? So once you send this best offer, do you kind of have to wait a couple days and see if you have $25 tied up in Amazon because this person might accept it or they might not? Or when they accept it, do you... I don't really know. When they accept it, is somebody still susceptible to being able to purchase it at full price before you can purchase it at the price that they accepted that's lower? I don't know how it works. So this is something I want to mess with for a little bit, probably tonight into tomorrow. Try to order something this way, and then get back to you guys with a full video on it tomorrow showing how it kind of works. Very interesting. Tom B says he wasn't guessing. He actually had a question. Was the number of items... Oh, how many items do I have in the warehouse? I only have about 900 at the moment. It's been going way down because I haven't been listing a lot, and that's why I've been away, because I've been buying a lot to send in. I'll actually check live right now after I answer this one question. Ian says, can you choose not to add it? Seems annoying if you have tons of items. Yeah, you can choose not to have it. It's not automatic on everybody's listings. I'm probably never going to put it on mine. True Deal says, I hate best offer option on eBay. I rarely use it, but on Amazon it might be something I may need to use to stay competitive. Very interesting. It is very interesting. Tom B says, right, and how quickly do we need to respond? Sort of defeats the send it and forget it business plan. True. Very true. But now this could also be for merchants, which is very interesting. If you do everything merchant fulfilled on Amazon, this could change the whole plan. Being the difference of buyer support between platforms, it'll be interesting to see how they troubleshoot complaints on returns. I know. Exactly. Okay, so let's see how many items I have in the warehouse right now at the moment. I'm going to put Mickey Mouse back. Alright, so the amount of items I have in the warehouse. My sales have been great today, guys. Today, by the way, guys. 16 items sold on Amazon, which I'm very happy about. So let's see. Let's manage my inventory. Let's do active only. I'm looking at about 958 items. So not the most. I definitely want to be over 1,000 always. I think I've been over 1,000 once for a very brief moment of time. This is something I need to work on. I need to buckle down and just keep sending things in. I want to get this 1,000 way up. And also, guys, this is the week where you can remove things for free from Amazon. So if you have stale inventory, get that stuff removed. I'm going to be waiting a couple days to see if any of those stragglers sell. But then I'm going to get rid of everything that is more than 10 months old, pretty much. 10 months and older, gone. Probably 9 months and older, gone. And then I will adjust all of my prices on everything from that 5 to 9 month period to try and bring those prices way down. And then if that stuff doesn't sell on the second to last and on the last day of removals, those will all be getting taken out of my store, so I avoid a lot of those long-term storage fees. These are items that if they haven't sold in 10 months for the price I want, and I lower the price to the lowest and it still doesn't sell, they're probably not going to sell for what I want them to sell at. So I'll probably remove them all. Maybe eBay a few of them, donate a bunch of them, things like that. See what we can do there. Let's see. We have Tom B saying 900, cool, thank you. 650 here, and a lot of work to get that in. It is a lot of work to get it in. I mean, I'm almost at 1,000. After I send in all of this stuff, I will be over 1,000. So that's awesome. Very happy there. Ian says he doesn't use best offer on eBay. I do on more expensive items. Yo, what are you doing, Soph? Chill. What? She is very, if you guys can probably see how much she was just staring at me right there, very intently. She, I'm watching the stream delayed right now. That's pretty funny. She probably wants to go outside. Tom B says, "Wow, 16 awesome. You sell games. What did I sell today?" All right, we can do a little bit of this, and then I will probably log off. But I do. She's sitting on the couch so politely. Take a look at that. She's being a really good girl, but she can get very crazy at times. Yeah, she's doing perfectly fine. But let's go through some of the items I sold. Let me just pull that down so I can show you guys. Except she's being quite annoying at the moment. Okay, here we go. So items I sold today. Orders, manage orders. Let's take a quick look at this, and let me bring this over to the chat. Yeah, we put the we put a bandana on her for Halloween. It's Day of the Dead Skulls. So let's go to pending, because we only want to see what's sold today. Search. All right, I sold an Up 3 wristband. It's like a Fitbit, pretty much. I got a whole bunch of them brand new at a Goodwill. Paid $25 for it, and this one sold for $53.49. Xbox 360 wireless network adapter. I believe I paid $20 for that. No, I think I paid $5 for that. And it sold for $35.61. A Pomprog book, basically just a basic book I got for free out of a dumpster. And I remember getting this also. It sold for $8.99. A Nintendo Wii game, Maximum Racing Dragonstock Racer, sold for $15.73. I don't remember what I paid for it. Mortal Kombat 2 for the Sega Genesis sold for $12.98. Sims 2 Apartment Life Expansion Pack, so lots of video games as you guys can see, sold for $13.92. Cranium Kadu, which is a board game, sold for $24.98. I actually just picked that up for, I believe, $3 to $5, somewhere in there, at a Goodwill grand opening. Another one of those Up 3 by Jawbone wristbands that I said I paid $25 for. This one sold for $53.49 as well. Another one of those that I bought for $25 sold for $53.49. I probably should have upped the price on those. They sold really fast. Yo-Yo Ma CD that I picked up probably for $1 sold for $7.36, so not a lot there. Star Shower. She's putting on so many noises back there. I don't know if you can hear that. Shower that I paid $20 for, sold for $49.87. Another one of those Up by Jawbones that sold for $53.49, and that's it. That's everything for today. So, not too bad. She is not a golden retriever. She is an Anatolian Shepherd, and she, come on, get down over here. You want attention? I could pet you if you come over here. I don't know. But it seems like my stream has frozen on my end a little bit. It is continuing right now. But I will sign out right now and say goodbye, so you guys will catch the rest of that stream, even though it's been frozen for a little bit. But that is everything that went, everything that sold. I'm going to let this pupper outside right now. So until next time, guys, I will be for sure putting a video up tomorrow talking about that best offer option on Amazon, which is really... But again, until next time, guys, Thrift School signing out. See ya.